guys, it's Crafty Me again, and I'm making an altered notebook. And the first thing I'm doing is coloring some white ribbon with color sprays, and I'm drying it down, and then I'm adding some more ribbons because I love lots of ribbons and it looks shabby chic and I love it. So I'm gluing them down on the front of the notebook and on the back of the notebook at the same place so it all looks good. Then later on I can cover it with tissue paper and gel medium. So I ripped off some pieces and wrinkled them and glued it down, front and the back of the book. And now I'm adding 2 layers of gesso because the notebook was black when I bought it. And I don't want the black to come through because I want a light themed notebook. So I'm putting on some beige spray, cafe latte I think it's called, and some purple, and I'm drying it down, and I'm doing the same on the back side of the cover. Then I am just touching the texture with some gesso so it will pop out a bit and look a bit lighter than the rest. And now I'm coloring some ribbon with a turquoisey spray, and my fingers were colored for 2 days. They were blue, pink, blue, greenish. Terrible. Anyway, it was a bit too dark, so I washed it down with some water and it became more light. You will see in a bit. And here I am coloring the lace too with a pinkish color. As you see here, the linen is way lighter than it was, and it matches the idea that I had much better. So I'm inking the edges of the book and I'm stamping it with a text stamp, and now I'm just tearing some pieces of paper in the size that I want and inking the edges with purple ink and gold ink, and I'm adding some gold glitter or bronze glitter. And I wanted to put the word notes because I'm going to use it as a notebook for my crafting, my ideas and things that I want to buy and things. So that's what I'm doing here. Glue it down, and then it's ready to put the fabric down and the lace and the linen. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm using sticky tape. I wasn't sure how to do it, but yeah, I was afraid it wouldn't be sticky enough, but I think it worked. And I also used a glue gun for some parts, so I think it worked pretty well. I'm also doing the back side, similar as the front, just a bit more simple without paper and no embellishments, of course, because it has to be able to lay flat. So you see me doing the same thing here. And the fun thing is, the more stuff you have, the more fun it becomes to create something. And I really don't know where to keep everything because I have too much and I only live in a small place. I definitely need to move so I can make a craft room. Because the fabric and the lace wasn't cut very nicely in a straight line, I had to cover it up to make it look nice and neat. So I used a shabby chic rope. And I'm just adding the flowers, choosing what I want to put on there, and thinking what will look nice. So I used some buttons, and I cut off the part where you can sew it down to your clothes or to whatever, because it sticks out. So I cut it down so the back side is flat. And I'm just deciding what to do. This is the most fun part, I think, of everything you make. Cards, scrapbooks, or, notebooks. It's the most fun part, and it's the smallest thing to do. It doesn't take very long, but I love it. And I'm really into these colors, the purple, the cream color, the pink and the turquoise. I love it with some gold and bronze, and very nice. I'm in love with it. Maybe in a while I'm into something else. But yeah, we will see. So I'm just gluing everything down and deciding what to do, adding some gold things, some roses, some lilies. Long live the glue gun. When I didn't have the glue gun, I put everything down with sticky tape, and then it would, after a while, it would fall off. So, I love it. And so gluing the last one down. Making sure it looks nice. And then it's time to cut off the excess of the fabric and the linen and lace because it's sticking out. Now I wasn't sure if I was going to fold it in and glue it down or cut it off. I chose to cut it off because if you fold it inside and glue it down, then the book will not close as well as it will when you cut it off. But make sure you have a very sharp scissors because otherwise it looks not so nice. Luckily I had a teeny tiny small one because my big one wasn't sharp enough anymore. Now I'm adding some Mod Podge because I want to put down some purple glitter. Yay, glitter! I love a little, bling bling, but not too much. I could also do this with gel medium, but I was afraid the gel medium wouldn't dry to clear. So it would show a bit more, so I used Mod Podge and I hope it will stay down. Just a bit more. As I said, I was afraid it would come off. But yeah, I'm drying it and just putting some gesso on the flowers to make it look a bit more old. And then it's time to splatter. I'm using Velvet Metallic paints with water, and I'm just splattering and using my golden pen to make some gold splatters. Add some more bronze glitter to the flowers because yeah, it was the center point and it didn't have any glitter, so there you go. Then I wanted to do the same splatter with gesso, but my brush was dirty, so I'm using a white pen instead. Making sure everything is glued down well, and now I'm making a ribbon, and this is the end result.